you think the American dream still exists?
Depends on who you ask. Depends on who's motivated enough to answer that question for themselves.
What does the American dream look like for you?
For me, it's a step-by-step process. I'm writing a book right now, and I'm almost finished with that. And I want to do for a job work in the space field with NASA. So I think that would be really cool. So my American dream is just take it step by step and take procedures in place to eventually do that.
I'm gonna say yeah. It just I think it just depends on the person. Like if you really want to work for that American dream, you gotta do what you gotta do, but you can't be lazy with it. So I'll say yeah.
What does the American dream look like to you?
Making sure I can take care of my family. I don't want my parents working anymore. I'd rather be the person who's taking care of them. Make sure they can just retire, do what I can take care of them. Just making sure my family good at the end of the day. That's number one. So
for me, I would just be like having a house and a family, like having my own happiness, not having to rely on other people too. That's it, yeah.
Does the American dream still exist?
For sure, because I mean, like, my parents came over here because I'm from Mexico and they're able to make a living. So I think it still exists just because they're able to do it. But I feel like for other people, it's they have a difficult life. So sometimes it doesn't exist for them.
I feel like the idea still exists, but if it is actually attainable is more questionable.
Yeah. What does the American dream look like for you guys? Like, what is your ultimate American dream?
Successful, like 6-figure job, good family.
Yeah, I agree with her.
I mean, yeah, it's very objective though, I would say, or subjective, Matt, because I mean, it depends on how you look at it. Like, there's a lot of rules that you got to follow along with, but then you are still free to do what you want, what you can do. So
What does that American dream look like to you?
letting the government stay out of my business and just letting me live my life. That's about it. Not telling me what to do, not telling me who I can be with, who I can interact with, stuff like that.
Does the American dream still exist?
I don't know. Like, I mean, obviously, like, I'd like to say yes, but, like, part of me is like, no.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't know.
What does that American dream look like for you guys in the future?
Maybe, like, live in a big house, travel, have, like, husband, kids.
I think so, to somewhat of a degree. You just have to work harder now. It's a lot more competitive, but it's kind of dying out, though.
What does the American dream look like to you?
To me, it'd be starting your own business and having enough money to fund a family and live in, like, a white picket fence neighborhood.
And then in America, do you think the American dream still exists?
Yes.
What does the American dream look like to you in your future?
Yeah, definitely getting a business and changing lives.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the main thing. And that's what the opportunity of America, it's like getting opportunity.
Yeah.
Because in different countries, they don't get an opportunity.
Do you think the American dream still exists?
It does, but it looks different.
What does it look like?
I don't think it's a white picket fence anymore. I think that it's financial freedom, financial independence, which I think to some degree it's always been, but it's a lot harder to attain than before. So I think that's why a lot of people are pushing for entrepreneurship and things like that. So,
do you think the American dream still exists today?
I'd say so.
What does the American dream look like to you?
To me, I mean, it's different for everybody. For me, it would just be success and happiness and a family and just, like, everything good.
What do you think the American dream looks like for you guys in the future? Or for you in the future?
Hopefully to be a neurosurgeon and travel, but
I love that.
and get married, but
Just to be a surgeon and then kind of just have a better life than what I grew up with.
Do you guys think the American dream still exists?
No.
Yes, but in a different version.
Yeah.
What does the American dream look like to you, and what do you think it looks like now?
To me, my American dream is probably being rich. I know that sounds, but I feel like it's just now having a good job and being happy.
I think it's just the ability to make money and move up in the economy, so